The ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delit Sahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. National Insurance Corporation of Eritrea shareholders annual regular meeting. Meeting on plastic waste management in Karen subzone. Gabon withdraws from EU fishing agreement after 18 years. And Russian military retaliated against Ukraine terrorism. On our local news, at its 21st annual regular meeting held today at Asmara Palace Hotel, the National Insurance Corporation of Eritrea reported a profit of 92.4 million nakfa. According to a report presented by Mr. Paulos Khalab, acting manager of the corporation, NICE generated 324 million nakfa in revenue from general sales service in 2024. From 92.4 million nakfa profit, 84.2 million nakfa was distributed as dividends and shareholders. Mr. Gabon Mehret, chairman of the board of directors, emphasized the importance of having capable national insurance institution. He noted that although the corporation registers substantial profits, the number of accidents has increased compared to 2023, negatively impacting technical results. Mr. Gabon also called for increased efforts to raise public awareness on significance of group life insurance as a means to boost corporations' income. Following the presentations, shareholders engaged in extensive discussion and endorsed several strategic recommendations. The meeting also elected new members of the board of directors and decided on the date and venue of 22nd annual regular meeting to be held next year. A meeting conducted on 5th June in Karen called for increased public awareness on use and management of plastic waste. Mr. Gabon Tewalde, a representative of the Department of Agriculture and Land in Asaba region, underlined the importance of public awareness to foster coordinated effort to curb the negative consequences of plastic pollution on the environment, biodiversity, public health, and the economy. Highlighting the medical utensils, electrical equipment, and plastic containers used for food and beverage as among most hazardous waste, Engineer Tesfamariam Gabrihuet, head of the environment, stated that plastic waste contributes not only to environmental degradation, but also to blockage of drainage systems, pollution of surroundings, soil productivity decline, and harm to humans, animals, marine, and terrestrial health. Engineer Tesfamariam stressed that waste management should not be left to specific institutions alone, but it is collective responsibility shared by public and government institutions as well as the public at large. Participants conducted extensive discussion on the issues raised and adopted various recommendations, including strict enforcement of regulations concerning elimination of plastic use and the control of illegal cross-border plastic products. Dear viewers, we'll be back with the international news shortly. So stay tuned. Welcome back. 18 years after signing a key fisheries partnership with the European Union, Gabon has announced its intention to unilaterally withdraw from the agreement, citing an imbalance of the benefit and growing concerns over resources exploitation. The agreement, established in 2007, allowed European vessels to fish in Gabonese waters in exchange for financial support to Gabonese fisheries sector. However, President Brice Clotaire has described the deal as a lopsided, arguing that while European fleets have profited significantly, Gabon has seen limited returns. In its official statement, the Gabonese government emphasized the need for local economic benefits and has expressed a desire to develop domestic fish processing capabilities. The European Union has responded with surprise but acknowledged Gabon's sovereign right to withdraw. Brussels also signaled its remains to open negotiation. The move marks a significant shift in Gabonese approach to managing its natural resources with a renewed focus on the national control and economic self-sufficiency. On our last news, the Russian military has said its forces carried out a large-scale overnight strikes against Ukrainian defense industry sites using drone and long-range precision-guided weapons. Ukrainian officials also reported waves of missiles and drones attack across multiple cities, including the capital Kyiv and Lviv and Lusk on Friday morning. The barrage, which included air, sea, and land-based missiles, as well as unmanned aerial vehicle, was a response to recent terrorist attack carried out by Kyiv, Russia's defense ministry said on Friday. Ukraine blew up railway bridges in Russia last week, derailing civilians and freight trains and killing at least 7 and injured over 120 people. Kyiv also launched a coordinated drone strike on multiple Russian air bases, targeting a long-range nuclear-capable bombers stationed in Russia's north and far east. Moscow has claimed that most drones were intercepted and aircraft targeted was damaged but not destroyed. Over the past week, attacks has hit Kyiv's defense industry enterprises, military airfields, production, storage, and launch sites of drones, arms depot, as well as deployment point of Ukrainian military units and foreign mercenaries, according to the ministry. Russian President Vladimir Putin has described the railway sabotage incident as undoubtedly the terrorist attack committed by a legitimate regime in Kyiv, which said the gradually turning into a terrorist organization. Putin told his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump in a phone call on Wednesday that Russia will have to respond to the attacks on the country's nuclear deterrent. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. National Insurance Corporation of Eritrea's shareholders annual regular meeting. Meeting on plastic waste management in Kiran subzone. Gabon withdraws from EU fishing agreement after 18 years. And Russian military retaliated against Ukraine's terrorism. That wraps up our stories for tonight. Thanks for watching and have a good night.